Carl, a narrow 1-0 defeat here at York on New Year's Day. What did you make of that immediately afterwards?
Yeah, I thought we were competitive in the game, so that's credit to the boys. I felt like neither team really created clear-cut opportunities in the first half. I think Owen makes an unbelievable save from a cutback. Having said that, we seemed to create some good opportunities, but I think the theme throughout the whole game was just we lacked quality in the final third. We lacked conviction once we got into the final third. I felt like in the second half we stepped on them a little bit more out of possession, and we locked them up in wide areas, in full-back areas, and they started resorting to, flipping the ball sort of longer and try to go in behind us. But we were confident with our centre-backs that we could go man for man, and I thought Radders had a brilliant scrap with Akinyemi, and I thought he'd come out on top. I thought Radders was excellent. And then I think a couple of times in the second half when we've stepped on, we've rode our luck with a couple of 1v1s where they've missed the opportunity to go 2 up. But yeah, I felt like whilst we were competitive in the game, we didn't really create anything of real note. Like I say, we got into some good areas, but struggled to really take advantage of those. I think we lacked quality in the final third ultimately.
Yeah, you mentioned the final third there. I mean, obviously you mentioned getting into good areas as well. A few crosses into the box where it's dropping at people's feet and getting sort of tackles in and getting shots blocked off before they can kind of get something away. I suppose when you mentioned the final third, obviously things are naturally going to change with Owen's departure, and obviously Jovan starting today, probably the first time he's maybe started a league game in a little while as well. So I suppose a few things in context with that as well. Yeah,
Jovan needs games, doesn't he? I mean, I'm delighted for him that he's getting the opportunity. Obviously, you've got to take the positives out of it, because there's no doubt, we had one of, if not the best striker in the league in Owen. But Jovan's worked incredibly hard for his opportunity, and he needs time, he needs consistency in games under his belt. I still felt like he showed some good moments with his hold-up play, and once he gets that consistency with game time, he will be a real threat for us. But there's that rustiness in and around the box which you can expect. But this club, every January we seem to have to adapt and react, and we're in a moment of transition again. We have to rebuild, and what's important is, and the message I've given to the players, is that they can't be disheartened or distracted by the January window. Change will happen, but we've always found a way. We will always adjust and react, and that's what we're going to do. And they've got to make sure that they apply themselves properly, because they've shown today against obviously a very good York side who are top of the league, that they can compete. Like you say, I think there were just moments in the final third where the ball didn't drop for us, or some of our decision making wasn't great. But generally in the game we were really competitive, so there was a lot to be pleased with.
Yeah, you mentioned a moment of transition, I suppose, given the turn of the year and everything. Obviously, with just over 400 away fans as well, you very much need them with you as always, and sort of standing alongside you in that moment of transition, I suppose, as well. Yeah,
you can see the players absolutely loved the fans that came down today. The number of them over in that corner. We have a loyal core fan base who follow us everywhere around the country. Whether it's 10 of them making the journey, or today there was 400 and odd. It is just brilliant visually for the players to see a more substantial following today, and they responded to that. They loved it. Their body language suggested that in the warm-up, and that support was hugely appreciated. The fans were superb today. At the end, they've shown their appreciation to the players. Can't fault the players' effort, and I think the fans being there obviously spurs the players on to give that maximum effort. And we were just unfortunate today, I think. The fans obviously deserve more, the numbers that they came and travelled in, but like I said, we competed, and the lads give everything. However, we just fell short in the final third.